Alright guys, welcome. We're going to be doing Doom Chapter 2, missions 1 through 3. Subsequently, we're going to be doing the other two sets of 3 missions as well to unlock Proxima Midnight and Squirrel Girl Farming. But we'll start with 1 to 3 here. I hear they're very easy, which is fortunate because my aim, Mercenary Wakandas, I don't have a single team built. It's very scattered. So I've been told that even with the difficulty, people are basically put on auto. I'll skip the RP. You guys can check that out on your own. Keep the video short and sweet. And let's see what we can do here. Lots of loading for BlueStacks just because it's new. I would classify my roster as like mid-ish game, but it seems like maybe it's better than I thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Deadpool and Killmonger opposed to Merc Riot Guard. I'm going to do Scientist Supreme and Shuri. We're going to see if we just out-sustain and slowly chip people away. People in my alliance are doing this with a much smaller team actually, 280, so maybe, but just good happenstance to have these guys built up a little bit for the various teams they're used on. Minus Scientist Supreme, who just kind of sits on the bench, but I had her built up from the original U7. But let's go in here and see what happens. It's a really cool new load screen for Dr. Doom. And as you can see, I'm still downloading assets. Still looking for that download all button, guys. Make it happen. So obviously we're going to be stuck behind the Drax right away. After that, not too worried about Mordo because I have Scientist Supreme. Actually, no, I'm not too worried about much at all here. I'm going to save the ultimate. Let's go ahead and get some debuffs out. Offense up speed. I'm glad that he spread that to Scientist Supreme actually, so she get a bunch of buffs too. So we kept slow defense down, got blinded anyway. We could take Mordo out, but he doesn't have much up, so let's go ahead and just chip away these tanks. There goes Drax. Ability energy, Killmonger. Nope, that was a wasted ability, but that's okay. We got a bunch of defense ups. Well, just be safe. This is kind of going to bone my own team because I'm about to take turns with a bunch of AoEs up and I'm not going to be able to use it, but that's okay. We use charge, unfortunate. Let's get these Venoms out of the way so they don't have the defense up. There we go. Daily energy. Venom without defense up. Take them out. Okay. See if we can't get this Loki. Yeah. Lucky bounces. And now let's see if Killmonger can do his thing. Not the biggest Killmonger in the world. Yeah, you can see these nodes are really easy. Let's just put it on to see what happens to kind of speed this up a bit. I actually don't see Scientist Supreme doing much for me here. It seems like she might be slowing me down more than anything, so the next node I'll try replacing her with Taskmaster. I'm sure Shuri and Merc Lieutenant will have enough sustain for everybody. Yeah, so it didn't much seem that there was any dangerous characters on this node in particular. I know the next nodes, we're going to see some Marauders, which are going to change things up a bit. Yeah, I guess with the Marauder, like, I'm not even going to want to use Scientist Supreme against Emma, because she'll just take everything off. But that's the first node. Let's go on to the second one. I'll cut out these load screens. So, yeah, we basically have a Marauders with Psylocke, so it's a lot of, you know, don't care about your buff people. go ahead and try Taskmaster instead of Scientist Supreme. I don't think it's much going to matter what your ISOs are or even your T4s as long as you have everybody around like 50 to 60k. You should be fine. From what I'm hearing. I mean, we're going to see what the last node is, and you know, this node with Emma, it could get hairy. That was weird. She took a turn but didn't use her special. Okay. See if we get a good bounce. We did not. Did get a crit though. Okay. I would have liked to get the Emma down much sooner. See if we can't stun the Toad before he puts taunt up. We cannot, unfortunately. We're not looking in the best of shape right now. Probably have to redo this node with Scientist Supreme after all. Sure, take your turn, get a heal up. Good stuff. This blob is really gonna hurt. He's about to kill somebody, I think. Oof. Get some speed up. See if that'll help. Take out Sabretooth. No. Okay, so we got Sabretooth. Let's get this blob. We're gonna save the ult for the next wave drop. There it is. Well, we've kind of stabilized. This node seems much more difficult than the last. Stun Emma Frost first takes her turn. Fortunately, that's before Psylocke. Okay, we got Emma Frost down, that's great. I'm going to say that this node in particular, if I do 3-star at this point, I got lucky. And you're going to want to be safer than sorry. So go ahead and bring in an extra support, bring in the Scientist Supreme if you got her. I don't think you'll regret, you know, doing it slow. You only got a 3-star at once. Yeah, I do feel like I was more lucky than skillful on that, or maybe just overpowered it. Sustain might not be the worst thing in the world there. You just have to be careful when you use Scientist Supreme abilities. Try and time it so you're getting 2 turns before Emma Frost gets to clear it all. Scientist Supreme will greatly affect this node actually, so we are going to sub her back in over Taskmaster. I don't feel like he gave me much there. Cool story, bro. Course, we got a Minerva, we're going to want to get her down. We'll get locked behind that M'Baku at some point. But with any luck, we'll go to slow on M'Baku, or we'll get absolutely nothing on M'Baku. Obviously, when using Scientist Supreme, you gotta be careful when you use abilities. Yeah, okay, Minerva down. Should be fine. I guess you could hear the baby probably. Check that in the editing. He's not happy. Whatever. No, not even one crit. Rip. Well, that's up. Everyone's healthy. Gonna save that for the next wave. There it is. Somebody's really not happy up there. He's teething really bad right now. He should have specialed. I just kind of assumed he had offense down from the Scientist Spring. Save the special because it'll be overkill on that. See if we take out Scarlet Witch. No. That'll do it though. Slow? Yeah. No offense up, but Walt here. We do have offense up here. No charges, but you know. Yeah, so like my alliance mates were saying, it's not very difficult with 300k team. That's not terrible characters. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to just auto these first three no problem. Mind you, my Shuri, Merc Lieutenant, and Scientist Frame are all G14. I used them all in Dark Dimension 3. Scientist Supreme really helped Dark Dimension 3. Merc Lieutenant was kind of just a filler because I used him on the first run before I had access to all the symbiotes. I only had Carnage and SSM. Those three, Carnage, SSM, and Merc Lieutenant, they owned it. Anyway, there you have it. That's the first three. Come back to the next three after I take care of the baby situation.